Hi there, I'm Connie Willis. I've been in radio and television for over 20 years, and I have a passion for the paranormal. That's kind of the same question as, what would you do if you won the lottery? Because if I did win the lottery, after paying off my debt, after giving everybody everything like that, what I would do if I had all the money in the world, I've always said I would go and investigate the paranormal. And I know that I would go and investigate UFOs. I've always said that. I've always wanted to do that. And that's why I'd like to be a UFO hunter. I want to know the truth. I want to know what's out there. I want to see for myself the facts. And then I want to tell everybody else. Well, I'm very comfortable on the set after so many years of TV, live to tape, whatever you want, in the field, on the set, wherever. I can do that for you. I feel very comfortable. I'm very good with interviewing. That's going to be great, especially with the background of NLP that I have. NLP is neuro-linguistic programming. That's a psychology that came out in the 70s. And it's really into communication. Because of that and my interview skills, I can look at a so-called eyewitness of a UFO and I can see if they're actually fabricating the story or not. That's going to be very important because we may not have any evidence except that eyewitness, so that's really going to make a difference. I also feel that I can truly relate to the viewer, and because of that, I can ask what they want and keep them holding on and watching that show. I can actually represent them and pull down in layman's terms what all these scientists are going to be saying. That's really important as well. And plus, I really do want to know the facts. I really do have a passion. I want to know the truth. None of this poppycock stuff. I want the real thing. I have to believe in the possibility of something out there. Yes, of course, I have to believe. That gives me that passion and that desire to know more and to find out the facts, to weed through all that. There was a situation where I met a lady and she said that she was getting abducted every night. She was a doctor. A lot of credibility. Hey, can I stay the night with you? Yes! That was excellent. I was scared out of my mind laying in bed next to this woman. She had, I didn't fall asleep at all, so I was awake. She was falling asleep, and then she says, they're here, they're on me, they're playing with my arm. As I looked over, I didn't see anybody playing with anybody's arm. I didn't see anything. Did she have the third eye that's open more than mine where she can see it? Are these things invisible? Only she sees them and I don't? I'm just not there? I didn't see anything. And then she had later told me that she had had problems on the inside in the female area and said that when they had looked at her with an ultrasound, they actually saw scar tissue where it looked like syringes had gone many times through her belly button. Well, I was excited because I said, do you have a picture of that? That is evidence. We can say that you have actual evidence of this, because who else is going to do something like that? Syringes, we don't do that. She didn't get the picture. She said she didn't want to get the picture, didn't want to get the x-ray, didn't want the evidence. She's telling me about it. Why not get the evidence? Is that just a story? At that point, you got to believe that's all it is. So I had to go to Roswell for myself to talk to the big heavy hitters that I've been seeing all the time and reading about. Stanton Friedman, Richard Dolenz, Jesse Marcel Jr. I went to the 60th anniversary of the Roswell incident, took my media credentials, broadcast from ABC affiliates in radio, got laughed at along the way, found out how once you dwell into this area, people laugh at you and you lose credibility. But because of my passion, I want to know. And I talked to those guys that they have done the research. They have pulled up evidence of hiding, the government hiding things. That's Stanton Friedman. And Jesse Marcel Jr., the most honest man in the world, hero of 2 wars, a doctor himself. Can this man lie? I don't know. You hear the stories yourself. But that's what we need to do. We need to find the evidence. And yes, I have to believe in the possibility, and that's the only way I can pull together the real evidence. And that's what it's all about. Yeah, here's very related to UFOs. The Star Child. Star Child is the skull that they believe is half human and half alien, a hybrid, a true hybrid that they have a skull to. I've seen it, I've held it, I've touched it. I did that up in Roswell, and it's amazing. I don't know how you can disprove that. They've done many, many tests, real scientific tests on DNA, and it doesn't work. The DNA test that we take for our own bones and skin and everything, doesn't work with the bones of this DNA. It's totally different. There's so many different anomalies on this skull itself that would not survive over 6 weeks from what the scientists say. Yet, looking at this, and looking that the teeth have been around and been grinded down for many, many years, it's way more mature, and where they call it the Star Child and think it's at least 4 years old due to the skull and how it's grown together. Well, Jesse Marcel Jr., ear, nose, and throat doctor, space, kid himself, touching the Roswell debris, famous for that, he looked at it, and as his profession as a doctor said, this isn't even 4 years old. This is way more mature as an adult because of the teeth grinding. It's real. The evidence on it is real, and as we know, anomalies like that, it should not have lived 6 weeks to 6 months, and it lived way beyond what a doctor has said as very mature adult. There's one more test they need to prove that one half is human and the other half of the DNA is from another world. One more test. I would like to be a part of that. That's factual. That's evidence, and we can do that. Well, I think that I made the top 25 for the hunt for the hunter for the ghost hunters because I think people saw my passion. I think they could see my experience. And I think from a producer's standpoint as well, they saw that I was comfortable and at ease in front of a camera. Is my schedule flexible? Let's put it this way. My schedule is as flexible as the mystery medal found in Roswell back in 1947. And for those of you that aren't sure, the answer is yes. Thank you.